Hello and welcome to a journey of clarity, a personal exploration of getting in tune with yourself and in tune with others with your host, Dr. Natanael Costea. This is a journey of emotional and spiritual awareness, of discovering what life truly means, and a clear shift from an ego-driven world to a meaning-driven world. I believe we can become more in tune with our thoughts, our emotions, and our spirituality. And as we do that, we will make better decisions, have deeper connections, more fulfillment, and even more joy. This is a bit of clarity.
When's the last time you were angry, like really raging, angry, furious, fuming, and ready to blast and show everybody what it means to be fully angry and show that dark side of yourself? Well, maybe it's been a while. If you're a bit older, I think you've probably managed to curb that anger and somehow, regulate that anger. If you're younger, you probably have had some anger issues recently. If you're a child, I'm sure you would have had angry thoughts this morning already. It's just the way we are. The younger we are, the more angry we feel, and then gradually we tend to somehow calm ourselves down and we learn to manage ourselves better. Now, is anger good or is it bad? Do we need to be angry? Do we not need to be angry? Why are there anger management classes and sessions and counseling? So today we are talking about anger management, about relationships management, specifically about anger. We have show notes for you at eq.org.au. I'm going to go straight into it. I have an aim for next year, whatever I do. So we're in episode 50. We have 2 more episodes this year. It's almost Christmas around the corner, New Year's. And then I'm planning a new strategy for next year. I'm not actually telling you what this will be, but it will be at either extremes. Either my shows will become a lot shorter and at the same pace, or they'll become longer and less paced. So we haven't really worked it out, so I don't want to give too much away because it's still early days, but something is being worked on around the corner. Anger management, episode 50. Develop an understanding of anger management. Anger management is the ability to control and regulate your anger in a way that you can express your emotions without hurting others or hijacking your own life. I will read that again because some of you are driving or running or on the treadmill, and you may need to hear that again, and you think, oh, I should have listened to that a bit more. That happens to me all the time, so I'm just helping you out. Anger management is the ability to control and regulate your anger in a way that you can express your emotions without hurting others or hijacking your life. It is your ability to understand what's going on emotionally with you without hurting yourself and without hurting other people, and in a way regulating those emotions. Now, you're going to love me because I'm going to talk to you about anger. Anger is a normal and healthy emotion. You'll say, Natanael, are you sure? Yes, it is. And it helps people deal with problems, issues, and challenges. Well, if somebody has to go at your son, you become angry. So that anger is actually healthy because it helps you guard your children. It helps you protect you. It helps you look after yourself. If you see injustice in the world, you become angry and you do something about it. So anger can be a healthy emotion, and generally it is a healthy emotion. But there is always but. Everyone gets angry, but letting it get out of control is harmful. So anger under control is helpful. Anger out of control is full of harm. When anger leads to aggression, outbursts, or physical altercation, it becomes problematic. So when anger is out of control, when you're raging, when you're fuming, and you just want to let go and punch everybody and tell everybody and yell at everybody or break things or smash things or drive into other people or other cars, well, it becomes very problematic. Unmanaged, it can ruin relationships, career, health, and many other wonderful things that we enjoy in life. A lot of the relationships that are broken today are because of anger. Either one of the parties were angry or both of the parties were angry, and that anger became so bitter, so deep, that it basically tore that relationship apart. So anger can be good because it does trigger something in us to do something, to solve a problem, to push through. For example, because I played soccer, I played football. In fact, I played football this year as well. And it's just been a wonderful season. We won the league and it was just phenomenal. But we learn in soccer, and I've learned myself as well, that sometimes when somebody tackles you or puts a bit of a hard body tackle on you, you do become angry, and that stimulates you to play harder, to become more competitive. You shouldn't go at the other person. The first instinct is to go and foul that person, to break their legs or to do something silly on the pitch, but that will cost you yellow or maybe a red card and you're out of the game and your team suffers and most likely will lose the game. But what we get taught in soccer is push your anger towards the ball. So rather than towards the person or somebody that maybe bullied you or somebody that fouled you or tackled you, so rather than retaliate towards them, use that anger and channel it to really, when you hit that ball, hit it with so much anger. So use the anger towards the ball and then you're going to score. So don't use it towards the person, don't use it towards your mates, don't use it towards the referee, but use it and channel the anger in the right direction. So that anger is actually very useful because you're going to break the net, which is just wonderful. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful picture on understanding how anger can work for you. So look, I've done a lot of damages in anger around, among the years. Especially when I was younger, I just couldn't control always my anger. Rage would come over me and I would want to do things, sometimes break things, smash things, and it's just not the way a life should be. And gradually I've learned to sort of regulate myself, to manage myself, just to ease, to breathe, take a deep breath, to see beyond the current problem and not to allow the current situation or the explosion to really to shatter me and really tick me off. So how do we manage anger? How well do you manage anger? Well, here are some tips to manage anger. And let me just tell you something. I am learning just as much as you are. So when I'm teaching you, when I'm sharing this content with you, when I'm doing research and I'm learning about these things, or I'm digging deep inside of me, to bring these things out, it refreshes me. It challenges me as well. It teaches me. So we're on this journey together. Even though it seems that I am teaching you, all I'm doing is I'm bringing back to the surface, to the forefront, these things that a lot of them you would have known, a lot of them maybe are somewhere, forgotten or not paid attention to. Some of them will be new, but we're all learning. I'm learning as I'm teaching you. We're all learning together. We're all on the same journey. So when we talk about managing anger, just know that I'm still work in progress, okay? Number one, identify the triggers. What made you angry? Without blaming others, think what ticked you off. What's inside you that gets upset? If there's nothing inside of you with an issue, you won't get upset. So there's something inside you, some unresolved personal issue that made you trip, basically, that triggered you. So don't blame anybody else. It's like, there's traffic on the road. Why is everybody, on the road at this hour? There's traffic. Well, stop blaming others. You are the traffic just as much as they are. So why are you triggered by the traffic? Oh, because I can't get home in time. Because, everybody has to be out there now, and the freeway is chockers. But what's inside of you? What made you angry? Maybe you carried on some anger from work or from stress from school or from something. Get to know yourself. Why are you getting triggered by these stimuli or these things that come at you? So identify those triggers. Identify why you get upset when, somebody calls you in the morning. Or when, somebody doesn't do what they're supposed to, or your children, or your husband, or your wife. Why do you get upset so easily? Why do you get angry? Why do you fume about it? So identify those triggers. So get to know yourself. Don't blame them. Yes, they might have done something, but think about yourself. Become aware. Why am I affected by this? What's inside of me? What? Maybe I should change something, or maybe I should be able to control that urge or that whatever trigger is in my life. Number two, evaluate your anger. Is it your friend or is it your enemy? This emotion that you're feeling right now, can I channel this towards something good? Can I turn it around? Or will this destroy me? Or will this make me do something stupid? It may lead to courage or to uncontrolled distress. Maybe I need a bit of anger to stand up for myself and to say it. That leads to courage. So that anger is good. But it can lead also to distress, where I can just heap it on somebody and show them who I am and revenge on them. Number three, step away. Step away. Excuse me. Remove yourself from the epicenter of the problem. Count backwards. I used to say 10 steps, maybe 100 steps this time if it needs be, if you're that angry. Take a break and resume when calm. Go for an exercise. In fact, exercise helps you so much. Go for a run, go for a walk. It helps you so much release that anger. But whatever you do, don't stay where the climate is very tense, where the volcano is about to erupt. Remove yourself, step back, take a deep breath, and maybe come back and have that talk when you're ready to have that talk. And number four, talk to a friend. Now, when you talk to a friend, don't vent. Don't just say, oh, he did that to me, she did that to me, traffic did that to me, and this. No. When you talk to your friends, speak about the issues and the feelings and the situation for yourself without putting blame on others. Just say, look, I came back from work and just the traffic, just because I was in the traffic, I don't know why I got upset. I don't know. It's like everybody on the road, to me, it just seemed like they're all there to make my life more difficult. They're all going home, they're just people like I was, driving home from work. But for some reason, I just got angry and upset about them. And this is not me. Just be very open with yourself. Don't vent it, with your friends, but talk about it and say, look, I don't understand, or I don't know why I'm feeling this, but this is what's going on. And maybe, if they're good friends, they'll ask you more questions. Well, what happened before that? Does this always happen? Do you always get triggered by this? What other issues are there beneath the issue? So allow them to speak into your life. Number four, manage your thoughts. So I know in the moment the emotions run wild, your thoughts, you may lose your thoughts, you may lose your line of thoughts, but reframe the situation through gratitude. So you're sitting in traffic and you're saying, well, at least, I'm not outside in the rain, in the weather. At least we have freeways in Australia, at least I have a good car. At least I'm going home to my family, to my children, they'll wait for me, they understand me. Reframe your thoughts with gratitude. Bring a lot of gratitude in, and you will see how it diffuses the current situation. Change the channel. Don't listen to your ego FM, but go into, meaningful FM. Something that is more meaningful. Gratitude FM, Joy FM, Happy FM, I don't know, Hope FM, right? Focus on relaxing. Try to relax. And again, I've put there exercise as well. Maybe go for a walk, go for a run. It will help you. It will just take it out of your system. Number six, express your anger. Once you become composed, once you get in tune with yourself, maybe journal that anger. Or if that anger is towards a person, you had an argument with a person, go and resolve the issue. But do it once you are composed and you are relaxed, and say, look, when you said that to me, it really upset me. It had an effect on me. I felt uneasy. I became very angry. I didn't want to say anything at the time. It is affecting me. This is how I feel right now. I'm more composed. I am more ready to have this discussion. Just understand that I am vulnerable. You know what I mean? Use the I statements. Stick with I statements. Don't put the blame. Don't point the finger. Oh, you did this to me, and because of you, because of that, because of this, you have no compassion. You don't care. You don't realize what this does to me. You will never have a proper conversation that way. Speak about what you feel, how it's affected you, have the I statements in the situation, and try and resolve the issue the best way that you can. Sometimes your anger is not towards a person or with another person, and then it helps for you to write things down, what you felt, why you felt it, and journal that, and that will help you get it out of your system as well. Write things down. It is very, very powerful. Number 7, you're going to love this, right? Forgive. Forgive. Don't hold a grudge. It can repair and strengthen that relationship. If you let go, if you forgive easily, you will repair that relationship with the person, and it can actually become stronger. There's opportunity for you to mend and solidify that relationship. So make sure that you don't just, let go and have all these loose ends everywhere. These relationships that are all, finished up in the air. So just resolve as much as it depends on you, every situation. Get to know yourself. So here are the 7 again to manage your anger. Number 1, identify triggers. Number 2, evaluate your anger. Number 3, step away. Number 4, talk to a friend. Number 5, manage your thoughts. Number 6, express your anger. And number 7, forgive. And forgive is quite powerful. Application. Start journaling your anger for one day, identifying the triggers, how you handle the situation, and the lessons you learn for next time. So maybe in your notes on your phone, or maybe in your diary, or whatever you have handy at work, start journaling all the triggers and every time you feel angry during the day. It could be 3 times, it could be 10 times. And think, what triggered that anger? Why am I angry? What am I learning about myself? What did I do to get over that hurdle? What have I learned for next time? You are your best friend in managing your anger. Get to know yourself. Get to know how well you can handle this situation. Get to know yourself with other people. Manage yourself well, and then you'll manage the relationships well. Learn on the journey. Have a good look at yourself. Have a good look at your emotions, at your thoughts, at your attitudes, at your enthusiasm, at the way things are processed inside your heart and in your mind. And think, is this healthy? Is this unhealthy? Am I going in the right direction? Or am I making more damage to myself? I really hope this blesses you and helps you so you can manage your anger a lot better. And just know, anger is not always a bad thing. It does help you, but at the same time, when it becomes rage, it will work against you. So I look forward to seeing you next time at A Bit of Clarity. Until then, share, distribute, rate, subscribe to everything that you can to help us promote this material and this content so we can help more people out there. I wish you get a lot of clarity, and 2 more episodes for this year coming up soon.
I'm Dr. Natanael Costea, and I thank you so much for joining me on this journey of clarity through emotional and spiritual awareness. If you feel blessed by this presentation, please subscribe, rate, comment, and share it wherever you're enjoying it. And until next time, this was A Bit of Clarity.